It is my pleasure to welcome you to the Class of 2020's commencement ceremony. To the fellow members of my class, we truly earned it. Although this year may have looked wildly different from anything we could have ever envisioned for our senior year, we are still here. We made it. And although walking across the stage without anyone here with us may be different, it doesn't discount the hard work that went into us getting here. I am proud to be a part of this group, whether I've known you since I started at TBS as a 3-year-old or simply met you this year. We are family. That's what has helped us to face this adversity and be able to have hope that our future circumstances will be far better than we can imagine. Although our senior year may have looked different, there have been constants through it all. We have so many people behind us, parents, teachers, and each other. Our futures are hopeful and bright. Parting is bittersweet, but every good thing must come to an end, and every journey has a destination. Individually, each of our paths have looked different over the past 4 years, but together we share up a bond of making up the class of 2020. High school has been a journey for us all with its highs and lows, but ultimately our destination was to walk the stage and receive a ticket to our futures. Whether you're watching this with the senior you hold dear to you or without, we are grateful for every single person's support through our careers as students, and especially during the trying times we are facing right now. I am filled with excitement for every person that is here today, and that we are taking a step towards building our future. Although the future may not be certain, we have managed to make it through senior year together, as I'm sure we will through life. With all of this being said, on behalf of the senior class, we would like to welcome you to the Class of 2020's official commencement ceremony.
Graduation is a time for new beginnings, and I know for a lot of us, it brings mixed emotions as well. We're gaining a fresh start, but at the same time, beginning the process of letting go. Fighting 2 pandemics, COVID-19 and racism, this year's graduating class has faced and overcome many difficult challenges. And because of that, I have so much hope and faith in this group of future leaders. Today, I would like to share a special prayer of blessing for TPS's graduating class of 2020. Please join me in prayer. Dear Heavenly Father, thank you for blessing us with another day as we gather here to celebrate this new chapter in all of our lives, filled with new people, places, and experiences. We thank you for our school, providing a safe learning environment and a tight-knit community who will support us as we take this huge leap into the world. Thank you for our teachers who have invested much of their time and energy to see us succeed even when we made it difficult on them or didn't believe in our own selves. For our families who loved us unconditionally, accepting us with flaws, and have been here every step of the way. For the lifelong bonds that have been created at the Burlington School, the unforgettable memories, and the many jokes that we will laugh about for years to come. For granting us the abilities to become successful students and prosperous adults. For the blood, sweat, and tears we've shed these past 4 years side by side one another. Right now, our world is fearful and full of uncertainty, dear Lord. I ask that you give this graduating class peace, strength, and courage as we step forward into this new phase of our lives. Give us focus and a purpose. Let us be the light in these troubling times. Allow us to be the initiators of change. Create in us a new mind and heart that will help us dismantle racism, get rid of racial stereotypes, and end the division of racial categories because Black lives matter. Lead us now into the future as you have led us in the past. Let us not forget the blessings that follow behind us, love one another endlessly, and always believe in your timing and good works. In your name we pray. Amen. You may now be seated.
The class of 2020 has been forced to face a myriad of unseen and unexpected challenges as we have worked towards turning the next page in our academic and professional careers. I am glad to say that choosing who would be this year's Alumni Speaker was not one of them. It is my pleasure to introduce TJ Jeffers, a graduating member of the Burlington School's class of 2017. During TJ's time at the Burlington School, he participated in 3 varsity sports: baseball, track, and most notably basketball. He remained a prominent figure in the 2017 men's varsity basketball season as the team won the state championship, the second state win of his high school career. Out of high school, TJ ascended to play at the collegiate level at Catawba College. However, he transferred to Young Harris College after his first 2 years, where he ended his basketball career and majored in graphic design. TJ is now enrolled at Winston-Salem State, where he will attend this fall. Jeffers was also heavily involved in visual arts, winning many awards for his work, which has in part contributed to what he does today. He co-developed with 2 other TBS alumni a brand called More, which according to their webpage aims to promote health, happiness, inspiration, ambition, personal growth, and wealth. Their mission strives to encourage others to move past what is comfortable in daily life and continually strive for something greater, or according to Jeffers, not only have more, but be more. As I stated earlier, choosing this year's Alumni Speaker was anything but a challenging choice. Although TJ graduated from our school 3 years ago, he will forever remain a prominent part of our school and our community. To our students, he was a brother to some, a role model for others, and an inspiration to many. Our students remember him as someone who was always there to radiate positivity, unflagging in his efforts to create lasting and meaningful relationships with all who he encountered. To his teammates, his hard work and dedication on the court did not go unnoticed or unappreciated. To have a student so diverse in talent, balancing varsity sports, arts, and academics during his high school career is exactly the reason that he is here today, as he encompasses all it means to be a TBS student. With TJ's brand representing the urge to strive higher, it is only fitting that he comes to speak to us in such a time of unexpected adversity, as we, the class of 2020, need to heed that message as we ascend into our long-awaited college years. Unfortunately, TJ was not able to be with us today, but his speech will be available on the Burlington School's Facebook page later today.
Everybody. Today I'll be addressing my senior class as we graduate together. Having grown up at TBS, I've had the pleasure of watching the entirety of every single senior's time at this school. I've been able to meet each of my classmates at the beginning of their journey here and greet them with open arms into the community that I am so lucky to call home. I've watched as each of us have accomplished incredible things in every facet of our high school careers. Buzzer-beating wins, spotlight performances, and of course our countless displays of intelligence and leadership that we demonstrate in every one of our classrooms. Now, I am so proud to watch all of us go off into the vast world beyond the TBS doors, and am excited to see the light that we will add to whatever corner of society that we join in the coming years. None of us are the same now as we were when we first started here, whether you've been here with me since K3 at BDS or only for this 1 year. The basics have changed, of course. Physically, we've grown older. Mentally, we've expanded our knowledge and understanding of the world just as much, if not more, than any high school senior. But the most incredible change from the people that we were when we began this journey together and the people that we are now as we begin a new one is who we have become as people. Our compassion, intelligence, empathy, and resilience have truly shined in every high and low of our journey together and have brought us together in so many ways. We as individuals and as a collective group are kind, caring, strong-willed, hardworking people, and I would know. I did the math, and in the last 4 years, I've spent 721,460 days or more, and that's probably 50% with these unspeakably incredible people. The way we love, the way we fight, the way we hold each other and our communities accountable, and the way in which we coexist with one another have developed so beautifully in our time together here. Like all humans, we have a fighting side. I can say our class more so than any other group of kids I know. In high school, at our age, we fight against every challenge thrown our way. We fight against change, or rather, we fight to change the world around us. I must clarify, fighting is not a negative action. Fighting is good, especially when our class does it. We fight the dark with light,
We push away any evils that try to sneak their toxic roots in. We fight the good fight, you might say, and the righteousness that awaits us is in the incredible things that we will accomplish in our time as TBS alumni beginning today. The strong leadership in this class is impossible not to notice. The leadership goes far beyond the sheer number of official positions and includes the various other ways the individuals of our class have stepped up during our time here. Here we have presidents, vice presidents, secretaries, and treasurers of our student body in every club imaginable. Team captains, section leaders, stage managers, project organizers, and every other leadership role have been filled at some point by the students graduating today. Together we have fought through the simple hardships that are guaranteed with a journey through high school. Long nights, tough losses, missed assignments, miscommunications, the like. Even now, we are still fighting against the uncertainty of the world as we know it, fighting to hold our waning days of high school close to our hearts against all of the scary unknowns that accompany a pandemic that dares to take them from us. In the light of the world we are living in today, I have seen this group of high school seniors that I am proud to call my classmates and friends rise to the challenge of fighting and advocate for Black and human rights. We have compiled all of the leadership, knowledge, and core values that our time at TBS has given us, an understanding of the world around us, a natural sense of empathy for other humans, and a never-ending determination to expect the same standard from anyone we encounter, to bring about education, love, and change to our communities in the face of raging social injustice. And this is just the beginning. In this time, more than any before, it is evident how strong-willed each of us are, and while the undertone of this moment is unnerving, and many may see it as having the potential to plague the incredible people we have become, all of the fighting we have done together has prepared us for hits much harder than the ones we face now. The fight is shaping us into the strong-willed and pure-hearted people that we are as individuals and as a group. The most important aspect of our humanity that we have developed, however, is the way we love ourselves, each other, and the people who surround us. In this journey together, we've had thousands of opportunities to pour out the love that overflows from each of our hearts into our community, and we've done just that. We've filled the TBS community with so much love that there's almost room for nothing else. We've created bonds with our class, our teachers, and the other students here that will last a lifetime. We've filled this community with service prompted by a love for others, whether it be through learning, leaving encouraging notes on each other's lockers, making eternal memories during all school community days, or taking in full stride our Special Olympics responsibilities. The family that our class has created is rooted in love. We support each other after tough losses and incredible wins, buy flowers for each other whether we are singing in the spotlight or in the back row of the ensemble. We support each other's businesses, each other's dreams, and most importantly, we pick each other up each time one of us falls down. Each and every one of the members of this 2020 graduating class is able to impact our communities greatly because the foundations of love that we have created here overfill our hearts to such a point that we can freely give it to other people beyond us, and for that, I am eternally grateful. So now, as each of us goes out into the world as the smart, strong, loving, bright, and shining people that we've become in our journey together, we do not go our separate ways. While yes, my dream-chasing group of friends will be spread out across 4 different states and 3 different time zones, shining our lights into each community that we drop our anchor in for the time being, we will not separate ourselves from the bonds that we have created here in this group. To my senior class, I congratulate you. I am more proud of us than words can ever describe. But I call out to you, as each of us walks through the hundreds of doors that will open for us in a life beyond high school, do not forget that you can come back to TBS or reach out to each other to fill your hearts with the pool of love that we as a group have created. You can fill your future lives with strong passion, undying determination, and irreplaceable leadership in the same ways that you have in your time as a TBS student by finding strength in the undying love that we have built together along this journey. Thank you.
Good morning. I have the great privilege to introduce today's keynote speaker. This is a difficult task for me, for I have so much to say with such little time, so I'll keep it short and meaningful. This person I am introducing has been such an impactful person here at TBS. not only as a teacher, but as a mentor, mother figure, and most of all, someone we all admire. She has been working as a teacher for 20 years since she was 18 years old and at TBS for the past 8 years. She grew up in New Jersey, the child of Ecuadorian immigrants. She's a first-generation American. She has a bachelor's degree of science in nutrition and a bachelor's of science in biochemistry. She also received her master's degree of education in physiology at the University of Texas at Austin. At TBS, she has been FCA sponsor for the past 2 years, and she has led amazing immersion trips, for instance, trips to Key Largo, Florida, and the Bahamas. For the class of 2020, this amazing, powerful woman was seen as a mother figure to most of us. She is the absolute most understanding and kind-hearted person ever. She is selfless and always puts others first all the time. She was always so loving to us and was always willing to give us advice. Every morning, we were received with a hug or a pat on the back, following with a good morning. She stayed positive under any circumstance and made sure we were okay. She was a person we knew we could always count on and wasn't flagging in her efforts to show us that she cared. As many know, this year was her last year at TBS. This is not a goodbye, but a see you soon. We thank you for everything and love you so much. It gives me great pleasure and pride to introduce this year's keynote speaker, Ms. Kathia Acton.
Good morning. Thank you, Kyra, for that lovely introduction. I'm already starting to tear up. I am honored and humbled to speak on such a special day. To the class of 2020, congratulations. You are officially graduating after many years of hard work and memorable adventures. You are high school graduates. To your families, I congratulate you as well for all of your hard work and support for these once little ones who now are grown in what seems like the blink of an eye, ready to step out into their next season, the next chapter of their lives. Well done, Mom and Dad, grandparents, well done. I thought I would start with something light and answer the question that these students asked me 4 years ago. Is water wet? According to Dr. Lang at Stanford, wetting behavior involves the interface between a solid and a fluid. Therefore, a fluid cannot be described as wet. However, according to Dr. Harbury at Cornell, in the lab, there is such a thing as heavy water that can wet normal water. So unless you're at a lab at Cornell, water is not wet, but it can wet other things. As I considered my words for today and that anecdote from 4 years ago, I was struck by the fact that I have taught some of you since the 6th grade as Senora Acton, some of you since the 9th grade in biology, and some of you only this year. And those of you I did not get to teach, I got to know you pretty well on our amazing senior trip to St. Augustine, Florida. Because we have spent so much time together, I feel like I really know this class. We have laughed, we have cried. You know most of my stories and my sayings, such as words that heal, not words that hurt, keep it real and keep it clean. Structure determines function. Okay, that's not one of my favorite sayings, but I just had to throw that in there. And over the years, I've talked to you a lot about joy, the secrets to joy. Why did I try to impress upon you the importance of being joyful? How can you be joyful when everything in the world is falling apart, confusing, or scary? What is worse is that the world, circumstances, and people will always try to steal your joy. Believe me, I know. But we have to remember that joy is not happiness. Joy is a chosen state of contentment. I choose joy despite or in spite of my circumstances. I choose to say, it is well with my soul, even when tears are falling and it hurts. And these are the words that I have for you today, because life will not always be like dancing on the roof, mountaintop, arms wide open, rejoicing experiences. Life will bring difficult times, as it has for the past few months for so many of us. For some of us, difficult times have been going on for even longer. So how do you have joy when things don't go as expected, as you dreamt or envisioned? I know when you envisioned your graduation, this may not have been your dream, your best version of this time. So how can we rejoice in the midst of the struggle? Whether it's COVID, racism, or other atrocities, how can we overcome? I taught you the secrets to overcoming every year you have been at TBS. And now I will remind you of the power you have to overcome, the power that you have to choose joy. The first secret of joy is to be thankful. I have loved the moments of thankfulness Ms. Killian would have us take in the morning meetings to meditate on what we are thankful for. Remember to take your thoughts captive and concentrate on one thing that you are thankful for and say it out loud. I am thankful I have had the honor of teaching you and learning together. I will take that with me in my heart forever. Look around your world as you go through your life and allow yourself to see what you are thankful for. It will fill you up to overflowing with joy. Woo! Okay, down boy. Okay, the second secret to joy is to be present. Be present where you are with your whole being. Take in what is before you, the beauty, the majesty, the miraculous, the potential of all that is before you every day. If you aren't present, you will miss it. You will miss your life. I will never forget Haley's face in chemistry class, lighting up when she got it. She was so present in her learning, and I got to see that. I will treasure all the moments that we have been present together. Whether it was singing on a cheesy pirate ship in St. Augustine or setting tables on fire in chemistry class, I will treasure all of our times together. Your life is happening. Be present, and you will find joy. The third secret to joy is to be hopeful. Every teacher here hoped with all their heart that each of you would graduate. They gave their best because of the hope they have for each of you. When you hope, you believe in the potential and the very best in someone. This sometimes takes forgiveness, but then we hope again. Choose to hope that the sun will shine again, instead of being focused on the darkness. Sometimes you may be the strong upholding the weak, hoping for others. At other times you may need good friends to hope for you. But in your life I pray that you will grow in hope as you face each day and each moment. The fourth secret to joy is being other-centered. When you think of others as more important than yourself and focus on the needs of others, you will find joy in unexpected places. My plan was never to become a teacher, but God had other plans. Somehow I found myself teaching for most of my adult life, and it has been one of the greatest gifts I have been given. It is an honor to think of others. George Eliot said, "What do we live for if not to make life easier for others?" And Martin Luther King Jr. reminds us that life's most persistent and urgent question is this: what are you doing for others? It fills our bucket, thank you, Miss Jordan, when we think of others, and it changes the world. Being self-centered is a fast way towards becoming miserable. Live a life that is other-centered, and you will discover the most joyous moments, diamonds that you will keep in the pockets of your heart forever. I will never forget the prom last year. Thank you, Isabella, it was awesome, and all those that helped. Dancing Queen came on, and Killian was not there to dance with me. So I looked at Melina, Mari, Jalil, and Kyra, and they all stood up and they pulled me on the dance floor. They knew I wanted to dance, even though it wasn't their favorite song. They danced with me anyway. Then we danced to Michael Jackson, and I decided it was time to go because I was starting to embarrass Ava. But thank you for being other-centered. It blessed me, and we all got to see some of Jalil's great dance moves. The fifth secret to joy is service. By the way, all of these secrets to joy, including service, release endorphins into the body, which is the chemicals responsible for that content, feel-good feeling. So there is real hard science to back up my words here. Studies have shown that those who serve others on a regular basis have higher amounts of endorphins released into their bloodstream. There's even a term for it called helper's high. Now I will cite my source from Ms. Fennell. Dr. James Fowler, Upstream Reciprocity, University of California, San Diego, 2014. The research coming out now supports Ellie Riddle's original biology experiment from her freshman year, that those in service are more content with their lives and have more joy. Good job, Ellie. Recently, many of you have been serving our community by getting involved in peaceful protests. Bernice King, the youngest daughter of Martin Luther King Jr., and I applaud your service to peacefully protest and uphold her father's narrative of justice and the affirmation that Black lives matter. In a recent interview, Ms. King stated that peacefully protesting allows for the society to be deconstructed of systemic racism and reconstructed on love, justice, and nonviolence. After an assassination attempt on his life, her father, Martin Luther King Jr., stated, "The experience of these last few days has deepened my faith in the relevance of the spirit of nonviolence, if necessary social change is peacefully to take place." In 1964, Dr. King stated in his famous I Have a Dream speech, a vision for the future in which this nation will rise up and live out the true meaning of its creed. We hold these truths to be self-evident, that all men are created equal. How are you serving in your community today, during these times? In a world where the majority will sit back, be apathetic, complain, and drain a room of any sunshine that may be left, my challenge to you is this. I want you to be kind. I want you to be strong. I want you to be peaceful. It takes great strength to choose joy, but it's easier if you know the secrets. Be thankful, be present, be hopeful, be other-centered, and stand up and serve where and when you can. This world needs more people who choose to be joyful to overcome the darkness. Lastly, Dr. King said, "Darkness cannot drive out darkness. Only light can do that. Hate cannot drive out hate. Only love can do that. In the darkness, choose to be a light." I love you guys. Thank you.
During our 4 years at TBS, our class has collaborated and put together multiple fundraisers for this exact moment. Giving a gift to the school is our last goodbye and is a way of leaving our mark on TBS. Whether it's a giant boulder, a new fridge, or a fountain. We as a class have raised around $2,000 through lower school movie nights, numerous bake sales, and even candy grams. With this money, we as a class have decided to present the school with a brand new stove and oven. Because if you've ever seen the old one, you'd want to buy a new one yourself. As a way to leave a mark on TBS. The rest of the money will go to the school as a donation to the annual fund. And with that, the class of 2020 bids you all farewell.
am Ashley McGrath. As a school counselor and community service coordinator, it is my honor to present the TBS Service Award. This award is granted to the senior who has given extraordinary time, effort, and energy to the Burlington school community. This student has been a leader in organizing projects as well as working behind the scenes without regard for award or public recognition. At TBS, we encourage our students to be leaders, to serve the community, and this student has done so much for our school in her time here. She has been a leader in student government all 4 years in a variety of offices and roles. She has led her SGA team in planning multiple, successful, and fun school-wide community days, field days, and special events. She has helped to guide many upper school service projects such as hurricane relief and NHS projects, as well as helping guide the women's soccer team to many victories, including a state championship. Equally impressive is how she's maintained high honors while sharing her positive energy with us. For all that she has done to improve our school and community, the 2020 TBS Service to the School Award goes to Haley Fawcett.
All right. My name is Heather Danashenko, and I am a proud teacher here at the Burlington School Upper School. I will be presenting the Academic Award in lieu of Miss Killian Barefoot. At the Burlington School, we recognize scholarship as being a combination of many qualities, including hard work, curiosity, perseverance, passion, and academic excellence. It is my honor to present this award to a student who has consistently demonstrated all of these qualities here in her time at the Burlington School. While she has earned high honors across trimesters in multiple disciplines, she has also demonstrated the best qualities of a student and classmate. Her curiosity in every subject inspires her to dig deeper. She is quick to ask questions and doesn't rest until she understands the intricacies of the subject she studies. Her passion for learning is apparent. She works collaboratively with her peers and helps to bring the level of the group up rather than being selfish with her work. This student has earned an excellence in the English Award and served as Vice President for the National Honor Society. It is a pleasure to recognize Isabella Riley, if you'll please stand wherever she is, as the 2020 recipient of the Burlington School Scholar Award. I am also honored to present the Burlington School Heart Award this year. The Burlington School Heart Award is given to a student who embodies the qualities of the Burlington School mission and pledge in their time at the school. The pledge traits we celebrate include living with integrity, exhibiting friendship, embracing citizenship, cultivating passion, demonstrating leadership, honoring perseverance, and showing empathy. This year, the award goes to someone who radiates light throughout the Burlington School community. Her compassion for others and positivity is unparalleled. In the classroom, on the basketball court, and in every interaction in between, she handles herself with maturity and is guided by empathy for others. When leading the Burlington School Lady Spartans on the basketball court, she sets a good example for others with her sportsmanship, dedication, and determination. As an active member in student government, National Honor Society, and Honor Council, she holds herself and her peers to a high standard while supporting others and uplifting the Burlington School community. It is not uncommon to hear about this student offering support or advice to a peer, or asking questions about the bigger picture to create a positive change. She is kind, talented, hardworking, and service-driven. Not only has she made a lasting impact on the Burlington school community as a whole, she has inspired all of whom she has come in contact, including her teachers. It is with extreme pleasure that I announce the 2020 TBS Heart Award goes to Melina Williams. Thank you.
Before we have the presentation of diplomas, I would like to recognize Mari Robinson as the recipient of the Odyssey Scholarship from Elon University. Mari, will you please rise? Thank you. The Odyssey program, which is a part of the Center for Access and Success, is a highly selective, merit-based program consisting of talented individuals who are academically strong, civically engaged, and action-oriented leaders in their communities. Mari has earned the Noel Scholarship, an award designed for graduates of the Elon Academy, which will total $100,000 over the course of her 4 years. Mari will also receive a $4,000 grant to study abroad during her time at Elon University. Many congratulations to Mari on this accomplishment. Now, we will begin the presentation of the diplomas. Micah Cameron Caudle. Trinity Elizabeth Cohen. Estella Yvonne Cole. Kyra Carol Cruz Asuncion. Haley Ann Fawcett. Samantha Morgan Harper. Emily Margaret Leiser. Nathaniel Ryan Luchtenhaus. Anna Elizabeth Meeks. Jaden Marcellus Michael. Jalil Malik Michael. Lars Andreas Nielsen. Christopher Michael Payne. Malijal Michael Poteet. Madison May Reese. Isabella Angelina Riley. Ellie Grace Riddle. Mari Danya Robinson. Julian Richard Braxton Taylor.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
Davis Joseph Thornton. Anaya Marie Van Hook. Jesse Blue Walters. William Henry Whitley. Molina Maya Williams. Catherine Zhao Zhe Yan. Congratulations to the class of 2020.
Good morning. Still morning, thanks. Parents, congratulations and thank you. You have been very patient through this entire process, and I really appreciate it. Our staff appreciates it. I will say that it's not so bad outside. Maybe it's something we need to consider for the future. But anyway, thank you. Before we recognize the class of 2020, I would like to recognize 4 seniors. 3 seniors have been with the Burlington School, the Burlington Day School, since they were in PS3. At this time, I'd like to recognize Stella Cole, Haley Fawcett, please stand, and Ellie Riddle. Remain standing, please. The 4th senior, Christopher Payne, has been with us since kindergarten. So please stand. Thank you very much for your loyalty and dedication. You may be seated. I'd be remiss if I didn't mention the fact that the class of 2020 has received over $3.2 million in academic and athletic scholarships. And I remind you, that's not financial aid. So congratulations to the class of 2020. So this is what we've been waiting for all these years. Members of the class of 2020, will you please rise? By the power vested in by the state of North Carolina and the Burlington Schools Board of Trustees, I hereby recognize you as graduates of the Burlington School. Congratulations, and I love you guys. Thank you. You may be seated.
Good morning. First, I want to thank everyone who had a helping hand in making this graduation happen. Also want to thank everyone here today and the people who are watching online for playing a part in the lives of us seniors. To our staff, teachers, and professors, thank you for your patience and the effort you put into making us not only better students, but also better people. To our family members, pastors, youth group leaders, friends, and other impactful people we were lucky enough to have in our lives, we want to say thank you for your never-ending and generous support. We couldn't have done it without you. To our parents, we love you and we thank you for everything. It's hard to put into words how much we appreciate everything that y'all have done for us, but we truly wouldn't be in this position without you all. To my fellow seniors, thank you for making this a year that none of us will ever forget. The legacy that we're leaving is incredible, and I'm so proud of each of us. Remember that despite the adversity we face, including current issues of COVID-19 and the ongoing issues of injustice and racism, your now former classmates are only one phone call away. Don't hesitate to reach out for support or to rekindle connections as we go our separate ways. Good luck to each of you as we begin this new journey. Congratulations, class of 2020. Thank you again. Stay blessed and stay safe.
As they hand out balloons, will the class of 2020 please stand? Does everybody have balloons? It is with my great pleasure to announce that this year, the class of 2020 has started the tradition of the balloon launch that represents our flight to the future and will be conducted every year in honor of our class. So congratulations to my fellow class of 2020 graduates. 3, 2, 1, go.
Okay, now guys, face this way. Your parents are going to come by and hopefully get a picture. Of course, here we go. First one, they're going to fall right in line. Thank you guys. Great job.
Ellie, I see the baby.
tired, but I did the whole thing on my phone.
Oh, wow.